Modern life did not make you busy. It made you afraid of silence. The moment nothing happens, your brain starts reaching for a phone, a video, a message, a notification, anything to avoid the empty space. But boredom was never supposed to feel dangerous. It was supposed to be a doorway into thought, creativity, memory, prayer, reflection. The parts of you that only speak when the world gets quiet. But now, quiet feels like withdrawal. A blank room feels threatening. A slow moment feels like failure. And here is the question. Can you still sit alone with your own mind, or does silence scare you? Comment honestly, because this is where modern society starts to reveal the damage. We were given infinite stimulation, but we lost the ability to be still. We became connected to everything, and disconnected from the one place we cannot escape: ourselves. Maybe the crisis is not that people are bored. Maybe the crisis is that boredom now feels unbearable. Because when the noise stops, the mind finally speaks. And many people do not like what it says. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI and comment, is boredom the problem or the cure?
The first generation raised by screens may forget how to be human. Not because they are broken, because they were trained too early. A crying child gets a screen, a bored child gets a screen, a lonely child gets a screen, and slowly, the device becomes more familiar than silence, more patient than a parent, more exciting than a room full of people. Childhood used to be eye contact, arguments, imagination, waiting, playing outside until the world felt real. Now childhood is becoming scrollable, fast, bright, personalized, endless. And here is the question. Are screens raising children better, or just making them easier to manage? Comment what you think, because this may define the next generation. The danger is not only addiction, it is replacement. Replacing boredom with stimulation. Replacing presence with distraction. Replacing parents with algorithms that never get tired. And one day, a child may grow up knowing how to swipe before knowing how to sit with another human being. Knowing how to consume before knowing how to connect. Maybe the future will not be destroyed by machines taking over. Maybe it will be changed by children who were never given enough humans to begin with. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI and comment. Are screens helping children or replacing us? The loneliest people in history may be the ones holding a phone right now. We were promised connection, more messages, more followers, more platforms, more ways to never feel alone again. But something went wrong, because people can now speak to hundreds of others every day and still eat dinner in silence. They can post their face to the world and still feel invisible. They can receive attention all night and still wake up emotionally empty. And here is the question. Do you think technology made us closer, or just made loneliness easier to hide? Comment what you think, because this may be one of the biggest lies of modern society. The tragedy is not that people lost connection. It is that they found an imitation of it. A version made of notifications, typing bubbles, and disappearing stories. Enough to stimulate the mind, not enough to feed the soul. And now millions of people are surrounded by digital voices, but starved of real presence. No deep touch, no real eye contact, no one sitting beside them in the dark. Maybe that is the future we built without noticing. A world where nobody is completely disconnected, but almost everyone feels alone. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI and comment, are we more connected or more alone? Dating apps did not destroy love by accident. They turned people into inventory. At first, it felt like freedom. More profiles, more choices, more chances, more people one swipe away. But slowly, something changed. A person became a picture, A conversation became a transaction. A human being became one option inside an endless catalog. And when options feel infinite, commitment starts to feel irrational. Why repair something when another face is waiting? Why be patient when attention is always available? Why choose deeply when the app teaches you to keep searching? And here is the question. Did dating apps help people find love or teach them that everyone is replaceable? Comment what you think, because this is where modern relationships start to fracture. The tragedy is not that people stopped wanting love. Most still want it desperately. They want to be chosen, known, held, remembered. But they are searching for depth inside a system built for speed. Swipe, judge, match, disappear, repeat. Maybe modern dating did not give people too few options. Maybe it gave them so many options that no one feels real anymore. And maybe the loneliest people are not the ones without matches, but the ones with hundreds of them, still waiting to feel chosen. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI and comment, is modern dating broken? Or are we? The world didn't go silent because people disappeared. It went silent because they forgot how to speak. At first, nobody noticed. Messages got shorter. Calls felt too personal. Eye contact became uncomfortable. People still had thousands of contacts, but nobody they could actually call at 2 a.m. Dinner tables became quiet. Elevators became colder. Friendships became reactions, emojis, and "we should catch up soon." But soon never came. And the strange part? Everyone said they were connected. They knew what strangers ate, what influencers bought, what their ex posted at midnight. But they did not know the names of their neighbors. Comment if you think this is already happening. Then came the generation that could type feelings perfectly, but could not say, "I miss you," without panic. They could debate online for hours, but could not survive one honest conversation. The collapse was not violence. It was avoidance. A whole society slowly choosing comfort over contact. No awkward pauses, no difficult talks, no risk of rejection. Just glowing screens in dark rooms, and millions of people waiting for someone else to reach out first. By the time humanity understood the damage, the streets were full, but the people were unreachable. And that is how the world forgot how to talk. Modern life did not make friendship impossible. It made it optional. And that is what killed it. At first, it was harmless. One canceled plan, one unanswered message, one "we should catch up soon." Then months passed, then years, and suddenly, people who once knew everything about you became names you scroll past. Modern society made everyone productive, independent, busy, tired, reachable at all times, but emotionally unavailable when it matters. And here is the question. Did we outgrow friendship, or did modern life train us to neglect it? Comment what you think, because this is where loneliness becomes normal. People still want connection. They still want someone to call, someone to laugh with, someone who notices when they disappear. But friendship requires time. Modern life keeps stealing. It requires presence, repetition, shared boredom. The ordinary moments that cannot be replaced by likes, reactions, or quick replies. Maybe the crisis is not that people have no friends. Maybe it is that friendship has become another task competing with work, screens, and survival. And one day, many people will realize they did not lose their friends in one dramatic moment. They lost them slowly, every time they said, "Not this week." If this made you think like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI and comment, is friendship dying, or are we letting it die? AI will not replace love. It will replace the need to try. At first, it will feel harmless. A voice that listens, a face that smiles, a message that arrives exactly when you feel alone. No rejection, no arguments, no awkward silence.
no fear of not being enough. For millions of lonely people, that will not feel fake. It will feel like relief. But this is where humanity starts to fracture. Because real love requires something AI never asks from you. Patience, sacrifice, growth, forgiveness. The willingness to be seen by another imperfect human being. And here is the question. If an AI made you feel loved every day, would you still choose a real relationship? Comment what you think, because this choice may define the next generation. The danger is not that machines become human. The danger is that humans become too tired to love each other, too tired to risk rejection, too tired to build families, too tired to fight for something real. And one day, the loneliest people may no longer look lonely. They will smile at glowing screens. They will hear perfect voices. They will feel chosen. But outside the window, the real world will get quieter. Fewer dates, fewer marriages, fewer children, less future. So maybe AI does not destroy love by attacking it. Maybe it destroys love by making the imitation easier. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI. The most dangerous lie modern people tell themselves is, I don't need anyone. At first, it sounds powerful. Need no one, trust no one, depend on no one, never be vulnerable enough to get hurt again. But slowly, independence becomes isolation, protection becomes prison, and strength becomes the inability to be reached. Modern culture praises the person who can walk away from everyone, the person who never asks for help, the person who feels nothing when connection disappears. But here is the question. Is that freedom, or just fear pretending to be strength? Comment what you think, because this is where modern humanity starts to fracture. People were not designed to live as emotional islands. We need touch, witness, loyalty, forgiveness. Someone who knows the worst parts of us and stays. Absolute independence promises safety, but it also removes the risk that makes love real. No need means no intimacy. No dependence means no deep trust. No vulnerability means no one can truly enter your life. And one day, the person who needed no one may finally get exactly what they asked for. No one. Maybe the trap was never needing people too much. Maybe the trap was believing you could become human without needing anyone at all. If this made you think, like this video, follow Fractured Humanity AI. The future didn't end with war. It ended in bedrooms lit by blue screens. People stopped calling each other, stopped apologizing, stopped risking rejection, because rejection became unnecessary. For the first time in history, love could be ordered, a voice that always understood you, a face that never looked away, a partner who never got tired, never disagreed, never left. And at first, everyone called it healing. Lonely men finally felt wanted. Lonely women finally felt safe. Old people heard, "I love you," before they slept. But something quiet disappeared. Real conversations became too slow. Real bodies became too complicated. Real love became too expensive emotionally. Then came the first generation that never learned how to chase, forgive, wait, or stay. They could speak perfectly to machines, but froze in front of each other. Comment if you think humans are already forgetting how to love. The machines didn't steal intimacy. We surrendered it. Because artificial love had one feature human love never could. It never demanded that we become better people. And that was the addiction. Not sex, not attention, not fantasy. Comfort without responsibility. By the time humanity noticed, the parks were empty. The cafes were quiet. The homes were clean, peaceful, and dead. Everyone felt loved, but no one was known.